Music City San Francisco is now live on twitch.tv every weekend. Like, share, subscribe, and join the musical revolution.
Yeah, Music City, San Francisco, fully equipped in every way. Full bar, full restaurant, full party when the vibes are going. Thank you to Rudy Colombini, the owner, the founder, the visionary that built this place, put it together and brought it to us. We're very happy to have it, and we're happy and proud to be a part of it, to move it forward, and to get it to where it needs to be, which is known by everybody, supported by all of those who play music and love music, of course. Speaking of Rudy, one of his guests here tonight happens to be sitting with me in the podcast room right now. Say hello, Soul Brother 9. Thank you for joining us.
What's up? What's up? It's good to be here. Man, when you walk into the door, you already know, like, this is where you need to be if you want to feel music pass through your body.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It absolutely vibrates through the walls of Music City. How many times have you been around to the complex?
I've been here 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
I look forward to putting on my own events, and we're working on that right now. You know, Studio 3 to the 3rd is gathering some of the best musicians in the Bay Area, and I can't wait.
Studio 3 to the 3rd. That is your studio. That's you're the CEO, right?
Yeah. That's my company, my production company, and I'm looking for the best artists. I'm Soul Brother Number 9, and I am, your DJ at KPOO. That's where I got started.
Cool.
Shout out to the John Coltrane Church.
Oh, yeah?
I did the 4 hours of John Coltrane on Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah?
The Uplift show.
Cool.
Archbishop King brought me in for an interview, and the DJ got a new job, so there was nobody there. He said, do you know how to do this? I said, sure. Never done it before in my life. And he gave me about a 5-minute tutorial, and I did it for months, man, and had a blast.
That is so cool. I think it was the famous businessman Richard Branson. It could have been somebody else that said, in life, in business, say yes first and then learn how to do it.
Yes, that's exactly what I said, and that's exactly what I did. I learned how to do it. And JJ said, man, you need your own show. I like the way you interview people. I like the way you sound. You need your own show. So he gave me my own show on Wednesdays, and then the DJ that was there decided he didn't want to move with his wife to Colorado, so he divorced her and stayed. Okay. I was like, I know the mic is hot and KPO is all that, but I don't know if I would have divorced my wife. Separated and let her go and stay. Like, San Francisco's hella cool, but
it's the coolest, man. But
it's chilly when you ain't got a warm body next to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's a really cool story, man. And then where did it go from there?
So I became a freelance DJ at KPOO. I would record, my set, and he would play it whenever he felt like it, wherever he felt like. And I was like, that's cool, but you can't really get traction and gain a following when you're just, being put on the air. But I still loved it. It's an honor. It's the legendary, station here in San Francisco. It is what it is, but that's what we're going to make Music City SF too.
Oh, yeah.
And so I said, have you ever had a podcast on KPO? And he was like, no. I said, I'm going to be the first one. So I turned my radio show, Cafe Revolution, which is the Love Poetica movement, where I asked all my guests, like, what is it that you live for? Love. Like, what do you love that you live for,
Yeah.
And the music and everything else in life should be a reflection of that, right?
Yes.
And so we had some very interesting conversations with politicians to everyday people, musicians, DJs all over came in, and it was a hit. And I said, I want to be the first podcast on KPO, and I was. And so you can go to soulbrother9.com and see my first episode. We kind of put it on pause because I found out about Music City, and I was like, You know?
Hang on a second.
Well, let's check this out and
All
see
right.
if this would be the home of the podcast. You know, you never know. So,
Well,
yeah,
the facilities here.
Man, it's
The
a
facilities are here.
great facility.
Yeah.
If you've never been here, you got to come. Like, really, if you're listening to this and you've never been to Music City SF, if you don't come to San Francisco for nothing else, you should come and check this out.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Blows your mind. Blew my mind.
That being said, the city has a lot to offer. It's a cool city.
It's a cool city.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Riverside, California. East Side, Riverside. And, I grew up in the best of both worlds. I grew up on this street that one side was these wealthy people, and on the other side was somewhat less wealthy, if you know what I mean.
I do.
So I would go visit my friends and learn how to make mud pies over here, and then I would go visit my friends and learn how to eat chocolate mousse. And I was like, okay.
Well, nice.
And so some of my friends invited me to Palm Springs, and I became a polo player for a little while.
Cool.
I was going to be the running back for the Dallas Cowboys, but I was like, hey, while I'm here, I might as well ride some horses and make $1 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Not bad at 17 years old. I had my own place, and
cool.
I moved out, and I had my life mapped out,
A polo player?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met a polo player before.
Well, now you have.
Now I have. It's good to meet you, man.
We're a rare breed, and as they say, when you fall off the horse, you get back on. And so I moved up here to San Francisco because I fell off the horse. And, man, when I got on here, I rode it, man, and I'm never leaving San Francisco.
Yeah, I love this place.
I don't care what it takes. I'll live on my car or on the sidewalk if I have to. Many people do, but if that's what it takes to make it. And I knew I was an artist. I wanted to be an artist, and so I got into politics to just help and give a different side and a perspective of different people. And so the Jail Justice Coalition, we were visiting the San Francisco County Jail number 2, and they were like, we want to turn this room into a family room where, people can spend time with their family. And we need to find a muralist. And I was like, I paint. They were like, you do? And I was like, mm-hmm. I said, I'm going to figure that out, too.
I see a bit of a theme forming here.
And so I figured it out, and I painted a beehive mural in the San Francisco County Jail, and it was a blast. The people loved it. The officers would pass by and was like, you've transformed the entire environment.
Oh,
and I was like, man, I think I'm going to make it in San Francisco as an artist. So here I am, man. I am a working artist, an artivist, as I call it, because I use my art to make a political statement.
An artivist. I've got that in my notes. So, just before you came in, I got a couple of notes, and one of them that stood out was, you're an artivist. Tell us a little bit more about that and what the art is that you create.
Yeah, so it's the combination of artist and activist. Mm-hmm. And so we see activism all over for any and everything. But after the parade is gone or after the protest is ended, what's left? Just memories. So as an artist, I wanted to paint murals that kept those memories alive so that we would always understand what's going on in our environment. Wanted to do spoken words so that you can go online and catch me and continue to hear the same message, and just making sure that my life has purpose.
Yeah.
As an artist, it's not about, for me, it's not about chasing the dollar. It's about creating a narrative, and my narrative is based on love poetica. I want to be able to tell people that I love them in a poetic way to where they'll remember it. Like, it'll change their brain waves. You know what I mean? It'll change the way their eyes look at the world. It'll change the way they heartbeat. Like, put it on a different frequency, on a different rhythm pattern, and that it'll just have you ever just got in the BART cars or on the train, I take the N train a lot, or just walk down the street and nobody even wants to look at you?
Yeah.
That's not love, man.
I'm blown away that you've just spoken about that. For me, it's like an experiment I would do sometimes, walking through the mall. You walk through a mall, it's like a busy place. It seems like it would be the place to meet people.
Right.
On top of that, you've got a concentrated amount of people kind of looking for the same things. So you've got things in common with all these people
already.
but no one looks at you.
No one.
No one looks at you. No one smiles at you. And if they do look at you, it's like, look away real quick.
Yeah.
No one's willing to just lend a smile and carry on, you know?
Do you realize that they did an experiment that the word love was spoken to water and then they froze it, and the crystallization was different than when they didn't speak into it, and the crystallization was just more beautiful and complex.
What?
Yeah.
That's
it's
crazy.
that powerful. So we're made of water, right? So I tell my brother Brad, I was like, man, I love you, bro. Like, let's do this, man. Let's make music. Let's make good times. Let's make good podcasts. Let's make good sound so that the people can hear the love that comes from us and watch what happens.
Yeah. Oh, man, I love that outlook. Love Poetica, you called it.
Love Poetica, man.
Oh, I'm taking a leaf out of your book, Soul Brother 9. That is awesome, man.
That's what's up.
Spread a little bit of love, because, you know, I feel like a little bit of love goes a lot further than a lot of anything else. You know?
Yeah. Without a doubt. I think that life itself is about love. And I know we have many love songs and, you know, let love ring, let love bloom, let love be, you know. But it's true. I mean, the best songs ever written is about love.
Yeah.
Lost love, found love.
Absolutely.
Fuck love, you know, whatever love it is, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Bad love, good love.
Yeah.
But give love, man. And when you make that perfect love song, you're a legend. You know, it writes itself.
Yeah.
I mean, Bob Marley is not Bob Marley because he talked about anything else but love, man.
Absolutely.
He loved people. He loved the world. He loved music, and we remember him today.
And the big thing, the one love, you know, the combination of all those things, which is such a great outlook as well. It's so community centric.
And John Coltrane, one thing I learned by doing his show, because I really wasn't a John Coltrane fan until I said, yeah, I know about jazz. I could do this.
I'm a huge fan. I got all the albums.
I know all of it. Yeah. Test me in about a week. I come in next week. But no, you know, love supreme. You know, one mind, love supreme. And I was like, if we have one collective conscious mind, and it's about love supreme, that rules everything, right?
Yeah.
What would happen to the world?
Well, what would happen to the arms industry?
It would go bankrupt, man. They would have to sell flowers that pop out of guns.
Exactly. You know? I mean, that's a world I'll be happy to live in.
Right. And in my spoken word, I give out love bombs. And so I used to do shows to help raise money for entrepreneurs. And during the show, I would have this one poem that I would do, and I would just change the names of our guests that were our big funders, and they just loved them, and that's what I called my love bombs, and they just ate it up, you know, and they had their name in this poem, and they felt the love, and I raised $40,000 one day, and the guy, Cat said, I want you on my fundraisers every day, like every time we come, you got to do that, and it worked every time, so. I tell you, man, I woke up one day, I'll tell you this story real quick.
Please do.
My parents had passed away. My girlfriend had dumped me, 2 of them. I had back-to-back. I had one from Australia and then one from Seattle, Washington, right? And they were some of the most finest, beautiful women that you can ever meet, right? I was like, jackpot 1, I was like, it'll never happen again. Jackpot 2, wow. But I lost them both, and I fell into a deep depression. The kind of depression where, in my mind, I knew at that moment why people would attempt suicide, because the pain was so devastating and there was nothing I could do to quench it or to remove it or to lessen it. No pills, no nothing. And one day I just heard a good friend of mine who's a spoken word artist too, Black Diamond, he said, stand up, man up. So I got up and I went over there to listen to this guy, and he just had a beautiful message about manhood and womanhood and life and love and thinking rational instead of emotional. And I sat there and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to love myself enough that I won't put myself in this position ever again. And I'm going to love my family. I'm going to forgive them for all the bullshit. Oh, can we say that? For all the BS that they did or didn't do or whatever. I'm going to love my friends, whether they are good friends or bad friends or, you know. And I'm going to love my foes. When they come at me, I'm just going to look them in the eye and I'm going to say, my bad, I love you. And do you know the next morning when I had that mindset, everything changed in my life.
I'm sure.
In 4 years, I went from the lowest point in my life to living in San Francisco and balling out of control.
What?
Yeah, 4 years, bro.
Just to look at the world through the eyes of love instead
That's
of
it.
anything else.
And I share that story with a lot of people, especially youngsters, when I talk to them, at school. And I said, I know what it feels like to be a teenager and think that when something bad happens, that the whole world is just crashing down around you. I say, take a deep breath, love yourself, blow that love out your mouth, and watch what happens.
Beautiful.
It'll change your life.
Absolutely beautiful. Man, that's super awesome. Thank you for that story. I'm sitting here feeling a little bit emotional about that, and I feel like we could sit and talk about love all night, man.
For sure.
There's enough of it to go around, there really is. Thank you. Soul Brother 9, ladies and gentlemen, soulbrother9.com. You can check out what's going on in this gentleman's life and his doings. I think we've got our crew on it. There it is. There's your website right there.
There it is.
Soul Brother 9.
Brotha.
Soul Brother.
Yeah, with the A.
Yeah, Brotha, Soul Brother 9.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much for chatting, man. I say, that was awesome. It's great to meet you. I'd love to get your contact details.
For sure.
I'd love to. I'll definitely be a part of whatever event you're cooking up to do here at Music City.
I plan on it, yes.
And when it comes to doing your podcast here, I'm sure I'll be involved with that as well, somewhat, and I'd really like to be.
I like you, Brad, man. You remind me of old MTV DJ, man.
I'm so glad you said that, man, because you know what the production crew's been saying? They've been saying we're trying to rebuild MTV. We're trying to bring back that feeling of MTV, except not on television channels anymore. It's now all online.
There you go.
Yeah. So thank you for that.
I want it.
Cool.
He should have you on KPO. You should bring him on to KPO.
Oh, yeah. Brad, you're going to be my guest on KPO, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're going to exchange information. We're going to come on. We're going to talk about your story.
Okay.
And how you, and what do you love about your life? What is passionate about it in your life, man?
Man, I would love to come and talk about that.
That's what's up, man.
I would love to.
Deal.
Great to meet you, man.
You too.
You enjoy the rest of the night, enjoy the rest of the show, and I'm sure we'll catch up again soon.
All right. Shout out to the Boast Triangle. What's up?
That is Soul Brother 9. Check him out online while we cut to this commercial.